Hi everyone, I'm Michael Lodge, a level 4 and level 5 H&D H&C holder in sports science, and just finished my level 6 third year of study for a bachelor's degree in sport health and exercise science as well. Quite simply, I chose this college because I was looking for an experience that would encompass most of the sport fields I was looking into. As, like most of you, you're probably not too sure about what you actually want to do in the future. It definitely helps you formulate an idea. We've got studying nutrition, physiotherapy, sports massage, we've got backgrounds in fitness testing, and all those sort of things like anatomy and physiology gave you an idea of what sort of performer you wanted to be and what sort of professional field you wanted to go into. For me, it's led me down the field of nutrition, as I've just finished my third year degree / dissertation actually in a nutrition based setting. I enjoyed working with the staff and working with the students. I found it refreshing that each staff member would have a different approach and they'd all be specialised in a different area. Although they could encompass most of the fields in that area, in other areas, it was still very interesting that we could go into lessons and ask them questions and have that feedback verbatim, rather than it being a lecture setting where when we discuss something with a tutor, we'd be put on a waiting list for a month. We'd be able to see these tutors at Barnsley College near enough straight away, and you knew that you were having this sort of personal connection and building rapport with tutors, which was a great feeling as well, knowing that there was sort of somebody you could rely on if you were struggling at some point for a little bit of advice and guidance that would push you in the right direction and push you to be better, pointing out certain books in the library or certain resources online through Moodle. Yes, I did. I took advantage of the level 2 and level 3 gym instructing and personal training, which I passed with flying colours. Very, very enjoyable, very good experiences after college hours, and they definitely helped with my personal and professional development and CPD, which I was doing as part of my assignments. I also, over the summer of 2019, took part in a strength and conditioning portfolio, which allowed me to even progress to that higher level and find my passion in that area. Seeing as now I work in a functional fitness centre, it's definitely applicable and it's a great experience to have had under my belt. Yes, I did. As part of PPD and CPD, I had to take part in work experience. I found this quite scary at first, if I'm honest with you, but me and my roommate, being personal trainers, we created an online platform and we gave people guidance through online means, which was also a great way of spreading knowledge and being in sort of a contemporary form of connections with the clientele that we'd be working with if we were to pursue this down the future, which is something I'm definitely looking forward to doing. However, my main form of work experience was with Enzo, one of the sports and fitness centres and Honeywell FE teachers. A great tutor and somebody who I've shared a lot of experiences with, and also somebody who's been sort of a role model for me as a student, being that he's a strength and conditioning coach as well. That's definitely something that's applicable to me as a student, and it was something that I took on as an approach from year one and wanted to pursue into the future, which obviously in 2019 I took advantage of that and did that as well. I most certainly would recommend the college. If you're looking for a classroom environment that's not those big bustling lectures and you actually want to be able to contact tutors and have feedback quite fast or quite personally, it's a great way to do that. I feel like for some people there's a need for less being thrown in the deep end with universities, shall we say, and where you're stuck on your own and you've not got that much connections and you're left free throw to do things for you. Although you have to be very, 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 very organised and very time managed, it's still very good to be able to have an opportunity to be able to converse with tutors and students and have that personal connection and build those inside of the college / university hours.